Graduates, you may be seated. Good morning. Before we begin our ceremony, as is noted inside your program, today we recognize the Blaine High School class of 2021 with our classmates Cole, Jackson, and Sam, who we lost too soon. Now, let's take a moment to watch a video highlighting several members of the class of 2021 as they reflect on their experiences at Blaine High School.
I think the thing that stands out is what they've had to go through. You know, the resiliency, having to manage the multiple crises that have occurred here during their 4 years at Blaine High School, and their resiliency and the fact that they've persevered through all of the challenges. As a staff at Blaine High School, all of us are so proud of the way that they've handled it and the great attitudes that they've had.
My favorite memory would probably have to be the Pet Fest. It was always something different.
I would have to say being able to be on the football team.
My favorite memory is probably the football games, like just dressing up for all the themes and like hanging out with your friends. And like the student section is always like so like packed and everyone's cheering.
I would say my favorite memory has got to be just growing relationships.
When I think back on my high school experience, my most favorite memories, or the ones that stand out the most to me, weren't like the big events, but they were the small everyday things, as cliche as it sounds, like walking in the hallways with my friends or hanging out with them before school, or just the fun activities we do in class sometimes.
My favorite one in particular is when me and my friends were laughing so hard that we couldn't breathe and everyone around us thought we were going crazy.
My senior year in 3 words would probably be like crazy, kind of stressful, and like pretty eventful too.
I'd say weird, absent, and I'd say fun too.
One word would be unconventional. My other word is bittersweet. And then my last one I think would be chaotic.
Three words. They would be pride, respectful, and fun.
I think that we'll remember them too as a class because everybody had to come together to make it through this.
After graduation, I am very much looking forward to going to college.
I think what I'm looking most forward to is having more agency and independence in my life.
Take more risks.
After high school, I'm probably looking forward to just like being in warm weather and getting to like branch out and start like a new life in Arizona.
What I'm looking forward to next is finding something that I'm passionate in.
What I love most about Blaine is just like that welcoming atmosphere.
Class of 2021, thank you for being a Bengal and for contributing so much to our school community, supporting each other, lifting each other up during the many challenges that you've had to face, and for showing your fellow classmates in the other grades how important it is to come together and to be united and to love each other and help each other. It's definitely something that will live on here beyond your graduation. I know that our students are going to be better moving forward because of the example that you all set.
At this time, it is my honor to introduce senior Kaya Bezak, who will sing our national anthem, and senior Marin Johnson, who will perform American Sign Language interpretation. Please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. On behalf of Blaine High School and the surrounding communities, welcome to Blaine High School's graduation program honoring our class of 2021. A special welcome to our parents, grandparents, guardians, family members, friends, staff, and special guests, Superintendent David Law and School Board Chair Ms. Marcy Anderson. I would like to say thank you to Assistant Principal Amber Schultz and Counseling Secretary Nikki Peterson for the time they have invested in this special event. They both shared with me personally what a pleasure it was to plan this special day honoring all of you. And to our custodians and other Bengal staff, thank you for helping us arrive at this very moment. At this time, I would like to introduce our class speaker, Bara Jasim.
I wish to say hello and thank you for bestowing this honor upon me as class speaker. After months of secret negotiations and several hundred secret ballots, a class speaker was finally chosen. And it was me. You have made a grave error, but it's too late now. Today, we find ourselves in a period of extraordinary changes, challenges, and chaos. Our class is graduating into a world facing racial and social inequities, the lost lives of our friends, and the pandemic that has affected your lives and your families. But we do not have to accept and inherit the world from previous generations as it is. We have the choice to go out into the world and change it. In these 4 years, I have had the privilege to walk alongside so many capable, remarkable students and learn from inspirational teachers that taught us to exceed the footsteps of all those who came before us. I sat next to students who will challenge tomorrow, students who will build Iron Man suits, students who will design spacecrafts to explore our galaxy, students who will become great musicians and artists, make scientific discoveries, push the boundaries of diversity, and crush the shoulders of the giants on which we stand. Many of you have begun to leave your mark on the world already, raising awareness, fighting against racial injustice, improving our education, and creating this diverse community here at Blaine. As the great philosopher Kanye West once said, I need a room full of mirrors so I can be surrounded by winners. Each and every one of you is capable of infinitely more than you believe. Though we are still imperfect and growing, we have the roots of the present greatness and the greatness yet to come. We are filled with fear and uncertainty of the unknown and what our future holds. But by replacing that fear with curiosity, we allow ourselves to be exposed to an infinite number of possibilities. The stories we will create, we will tell future generations and our therapists. Congratulations to my fellow graduates. And when you finally get up here on stage and they hand you your diploma, keep walking, just in case they try to take it back. Thank you, class of 2021, and go Bengals! Kanye for president.
Thank you, Bara. You're a wonderful representative of this year's class. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. As a parent, active community member, and superintendent, he works tirelessly to make sure that the students of Anoka Hennepin are well prepared for life after high school. As he led our district through an unprecedented year and a half, providing a steady voice and clear vision for success, we appreciate his efforts and support. I now present to you Superintendent David Law.
Thank you, Principal Paskey. I had a note last year that said, don't have me follow the senior speaker. And once again, Bara, wonderful job. Thank you. Senior class of Blaine, class of 2021, if there's ever been a year to celebrate the accomplishment of a senior class, it's this year. On behalf of the school board and district leadership, I applaud your dedication, commitment, and perseverance to finish your schooling. This diploma means you have weathered the storm and are ready to sail on. Over the last year, our district has been meeting with employers in the area, colleges and universities, parents and community members, and asked What do you want from our future graduates? From these discussions, we've developed a portrait of a graduate, a district roadmap for preparing the next generation of students for life beyond high school. They identified a set of skills and attributes that I hope that we've instilled in all of you: leader, learner, collaborator, problem solver, critical thinker, innovative, adaptable, empathetic, curious, and resilient. Of all of these, the one I can guarantee is resiliency. Go confident that whatever your next challenge is, you are capable. You're capable of navigating change, staying focused, and finishing the task. Congratulations, Bengals, class of 2021.
Thank you, Superintendent Law. This year, the graduating class had an opportunity to nominate a Bengal staff member to say goodbye to the class of 2021. The students voted and selected Ms. Sue Zemlin. Sue has been an outstanding member of our music department since 1992. This year, she received Minnesota Music Educator of the Year, nominated by her peers and colleagues throughout the state. Her influence stretches well beyond her classroom, and the meaningful impact she has had on decades of our students can be seen and felt in our community. It is fitting that Sue is addressing this class. 2021 will be her final graduating class as she enters retirement at the end of the school year. I now present Ms. Sue Zemlin.
I was actually lucky enough to listen to Bara practice in practice rooms during my prep hour, and I'm honored to be on the same podium as her today. Thank you, class of 2021. I'm so honored that you asked me to represent your teachers and celebrate with you today. We are all here this morning to close a chapter in your lives, but more importantly, to celebrate the beginning of the next one. Commencement comes from the verb to commence, to begin. The chapter we're closing today is one where all the senior learners, teachers, staff at the school, parents, guardians, all the role models, provided you with structured learning. All of us guided you through the process of how to learn. Some of the subjects we exposed you to and methods we used appealed to you. Some of them, not so much. Today, we dub you independent learners, ready to tackle the world and choose your own learning pathways. Life is a journey of infinite learning, and you will independently make countless decisions about when and what you learn along the way. Here's the part where you took a big risk. You just gave the choir director a really big choir. Mental health professionals encourage the use of mantras as a way to work through tricky or scary things. I have a choir director friend from California named Melanie DeMore, and she came to BHS and taught our Rep in Blue choir a mantra song. It's kind of like singing Sweet Caroline at a ball game. It's okay. I want to teach it to you today, and I'm counting on all the staff, students, parents, guardians, the whole community to just sing a little bit with me one more time. I'll sing the whole thing once, and then I'll teach it to you little by little. It's like one sentence. It goes like this. I can do that, I just don't know how yet. Show me how. That's all there is. So repeat after me. When I point at myself, I'm singing. When I point at you, you're singing, and that goes for you three. That's right. It goes, I can do that, go. I just don't know how yet. Show me how. Okay, put the whole thing together. Let's rock this place. 1 and 2 and ready, go. I can do that. I just don't know how yet. Show me how. Give yourselves 3. Go. Bravo. You see, you are now in control of what you learn. You will decide to learn new skills or knowledge necessary to move into a career that interests you. You will expand your hobbies. You will decide what you learn about the people you encounter on your journey, your close relationships, and your relationships with folks who have experiences and ideas that are different from your own as your circle continues to widen and you venture into a bigger world. Lessons I have been honored to learn by making collaborative music with thousands of choir students over the years, each bringing their uniqueness to contribute to our shared artistry. You will learn to keep and be proud of your authentic self and your core values while enjoying new relationships, skills, and knowledge. Learning is active. Sometimes it requires us to act or speak up. Sometimes it requires us to step back and listen. Sometimes it means taking a first step to try something that feels a little scary. Sometimes it means we need to look for a trustworthy mentor and have the courage to ask for help or guidance. Here's the big secret. Though you might struggle or be scared at first, your human system was perfectly designed to learn that way. Nobody is born good or bad at stuff. You were born with your perfectly designed system, wired for learning and developing physical, emotional, and cognitive connections that become new parts of who you are in an ongoing process. It is okay to be nervous to try new things. One of my mentors always tells me that nervousness is actually a form of excitement. You might struggle and even fail, but it is fun to learn new things. It is fun to meet new people. Folks are honored and flattered when you ask them for help and advice. This is how your system learns. Your class is more familiar with that than those who have gone before you. Because we were all experimenting, struggling, grieving, getting back on our feet, adjusting, and learning crazy new things for the past 2 years. And we made it here today to celebrate your accomplishments and your independence as you embark on your next chapter today. Our friends in the Coon Rapids Choir gave us a meaningful saying a few years back when we were mutually going through a hard time. Listen to these words once more and pass them on. You are enough. You are loved. You are not alone, and you matter to all of us staff here at BHS. Be kind to yourself on your journey. Class of 2021, I hope you live, learn, and love well. Congratulations. And one of my favorite things on earth to do, introduce a singer I'm proud of. Please welcome to the microphone one of thousands of singers who have brought me great joy over the last 34 years. 2-year All-State Choir member Lydia Tomandel singing, I'll Always Remember You.
Knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. Never thought I'd walk away from so much joy and so much pain, but it it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we've gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always save. Up ahead, only open doors. Who knows what we're heading towards? I wish you love, I wish you luck. For you, the world just opens up. But it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we've gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. All the times that we had, all the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside. All the times that we shared, every place, everywhere, you touched my life. Yeah, one day we'll look back, we'll smile and we'll laugh, but right now we just cry. 'Cause it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we've gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Yeah, yeah. I'll always remember you.
Thank you, Lydia, for that outstanding performance. You are a great example of all of the talent and passion sitting before us today. Superintendent Law, members of the school board, family members and guests, may I present to you the class of 2021. They have satisfied all of the requirements set down by the Minnesota Department of Education and also the requirements of the School Board of Anoka-Hennepin Independent School District 11. They are now prepared to receive their diplomas. Mrs. Marcy Anderson, School Board Chair, will you please accept the class of 2021 on behalf of our district?
Principal Paskey, the members of the Anoka-Hennepin School Board are proud of the graduates of the Blaine High School class of 2021. We are grateful to the parents and guardians of the graduates for their support. On behalf of the entire Anoka-Hennepin School Board, it is with great pride I accept the class of 2021 and commission the awarding of the diplomas. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Chair Anderson. We are now ready to present our 2021 graduates. We ask that you hold your applause until all names are read. Even though it seems to be a trend at various graduations, we ask that you refrain from yelling. We want all our families to hear the names of their graduates, and out of respect for all graduates, we want to make sure that all names can easily and clearly be heard. I now introduce our first two name readers, staff members Emily Anderson and Andrew Rakerd.
Assistant Principal Cos Barnett, along with counselors Allie Wilson and Mary Boren, will now present our graduates with the last names A through D.
Assistant Principal Amber Schultz and counselors Mary Boren and Sarah Bonin will now present our graduates with the last names E through K.
Rian B. Abdi.
August M. Egerud.
Samatar O. Abdi.
Mustafa W. El Haidari.
Sahur A. Abdullahi.
Mikol J. Ellis.
Abdul Hafiz Abdul Kabir.
Tanner S. Ellis.
Maya Ubdallah.
Talia Iman.
Sarah Abu Saif.
Kendra L. Ensminger.
John R. Acosta.
Hayden J. Erickson.
Elijah M. Adair.
Lydia E. Erie.
Iman Adam.
Jace J. Evanson.
Elijah Adajumo.
Kyle J. Fanning.
Farah A. Ahmed.
Michael T. Felty.
Romel Ahmed.
Nash R. Finton.
Diana A. Albayati.
Avery J. Fisher.
Aya A. Alobadi.
Olivia A. Fish.
Zainab S. Al-Aisawi.
Lauren K. Floor.
Bubakar F. Albers.
Cody Foster.
Mia S. Alcivar.
Abigail K. Frank.
Kayla R. Alexander.
Latasia Franklin.
Amira J. Al-Hamad.
William E. Fredrickson.
Bara M. Al-Jasim.
Brooke L. Freeland.
Thomas H. Allen.
Stephanie A. Friedrich.
Zahara Al-Musawi.
Ava E. Freese.
Sarah E. Al-Ramahi.
Jacob J. Frisky.
Marie C. Amos.
Brielle N. Fussy.
Annalyn L. Anderson.
Alexis F. Gade.
Farah A. Ahmed.
Jalissa K. Gable.
Nakota J. Anderson.
Olivia N. Galloway.
Tabitha Z. Anderson.
Shane B. Garber.
Elise K. Anderson.
Benjamin J. Garner.
Mohammed H. Anwar.
Gregory R. Garner.
Nicholas J. Armstrong.
Isaiah P. Gatlin.
Jaden O. Raya.
Saki Gautam.
Jacoby O. Uriah.
Tyrese G. Gay.
Isamar Avalos Kiros.
Emmanuel T. Geber.
Jennifer L. Avery.
Grace E. Gerard.
Abigail Q. Ball.
Skylar Gerard.
Sume A. Babel.
Elizabeth R. Getty.
Miriam I. Brando Cirillo.
Nyat Geek.
Andrew J. Barros.
Gavin L. Gillen.
Annalise J. Bestier.
Christopher G. Glass.
Datario P. Bates.
Olivia Glaza.
Chloe A. Bayer.
Adriana M. Goikulia.
Latu G. Baisa.
Kendall C. Grant.
Nathan J. Becker.
Aaron M. Green.
Layla Bijik.
Emily R. Green.
Alexander M. Belchek.
Nathan J. Griswold.
Breck L. Beneke.
Kira M. Gross.
Cassandra J. Benoit.
Ethan E. Gulbranson.
Madison R. Benelkin.
Nicholas T. Heineshevitz.
Emily E. Bentz.
Ryan M. Haley.
Douglas L. Behrens.
Jenna A. Holloway.
Dylan Berg.
Kenzie L. Halls.
Ida Berhana.
Shochoa M. Hang.
Rayanne E. H. Burke.
Dylan R. Hansen.
Nolan E. Bethel.
Jack Hansen.
Kea Bizak.
Michael T. Hansen.
Mati H. Biranu.
Trent R. Hansen.
Jaden E. Birdwell.
Savannah M. Harris.
Kelly M. Bjornrud.
Karam D. Hassan.
Timothy M. Blair.
Aubrey R. Hoagland.
Nathaniel H. Blasius.
Alexander Hayes.
Elizabeth L. Block.
Natalie R. Hebzinski.
Alexander J. Betker.
Elizabeth Hedman.
Lauren M. Bosley.
Spencer R. Helberg.
Anna Grace L. Brandt.
Cora M. Helkel.
Dylan M. Breckestran.
Joshua E. Henham Dixon.
Carson M. Brenny.
Madeline R. Herbert.
Cassandra L. Brenny.
Yana M. Hernandez.
Bryn A. Bromley.
Logan M. Hirschman.
Maggie Brown.
Rommel D. Hilby Banks.
Cole M. Bruley.
Lane J. Hildebrandt.
Haley M. Brunette.
Noah Z. Hitchcock.
Anna M. Brentison.
Isabel D. Hobart.
Emily A. Buckman.
Jeremiah P. Hockett.
Madeline N. Buck.
Madison N. Haney.
Laura N. Bullard.
Garrett M. Hofteaser.
Tyler D. Busness.
Alexis M. Holman.
Nicholas P. Burke.
Meredith A. Horn.
Casey G. Burnett.
Kylie L. Hulsnitz.
Emily A. Buss.
Grace K. Hunt.
Tyler W. Byers.
Nia L. Wynn.
Javier Camarena Diaz.
Badal A. Ibrahim.
Michael E. Canella.
Bailey A. Isaacson.
Kiara A. Canaveri.
Amar Y. Ishtaiwi.
Brandon A. Cow.
Randall L. James Jr.
Brianna M. Carlson.
Alyssa M. Jensen.
Nathan W. Carlson.
Dylan Johnson.
Catherine N. Cave.
Josie E. Johnson.
Amanda T. Shamoon.
Luke F. Johnson.
Kion Z. Champ.
Luke S. Johnson.
Jose A. Chavez.
Mackenzie R. Johnson.
Tristan J. Chestnut.
Marin K. Johnson.
Maisha L. Chessier.
Rudy N. Johnson.
Andrew L. Chisnell.
Trista L. Johnson.
Zoe R. Chisnell.
Jacob M. Johnson Hagberg.
Emily L. Clark.
Brock Jones.
Gavin S. Clark.
Orlando M. Jones.
Jack W. Clark.
Brooke A. Jorgensen.
Benjamin Clark.
Aiden O. Juntanen.
William B. Coe.
Madison M. Cadlick.
Jonah W. Conrad.
Randall A. Camp.
Morgan C. Cox Pellegrin.
Huda M. Candile.
Isaac J. Craver Wilson.
Connor P. Canton.
Paige E. Crow.
Brittany Carls.
Rocco D. Kumis Furcus.
Seth J. Cavey.
Parker B. Dahlman.
Zachary B. Keach.
Natalie L. Danielson.
Amanda M. Kelly.
Ashley K. Dance.
Madison J. Kelsey.
Savannah J. Dance.
Harley J. Kendall.
Jacob A. Darby.
Samuel Kenovan.
Ethan D. Darling.
Cole D. Kennedy.
Sydney L. Darrington.
Rais Khan.
Sydney DeLambo.
Stephanie J. Keenholtz.
Gavin Y. Dela Cruz.
Casey C. Kilgariff.
Amanda M. Deep.
Dakin A. Kirby.
Min T. Doan.
Jacob A. Klein.
Nicole E. Dahl.
Sarah A. Knox.
Adrian I. Doma.
Brian J. Knutzling.
Wilhelmina C. Donald.
Martina G. Koshnicharska.
Chantal Doeji.
Alex Ashley M. Kong.
Cade T. Downey.
Alex Coolmo.
Jackson R. Dryman.
Jesse J. Kowal.
Do you have more?
Tega C. Kohegba. Zachary Krantz. Damian A. Kraus. Peyton D. Kraus. Jack F. Krautkramer. Kayla M. Krell. Amber L. Crone. Zachary W. Crone. Cody R. Kronberg. Hattie Y. Kropacek. Morgan L. Krost. Alexa R. Kuczynski. Maxwell H. Keel. Vita J. Kuzco.
I would like to introduce Nate Prince, who will be reading the names of our graduates with the last names L through R.
I would like to introduce Rachel Carroll, who will be reading the names of our graduates with the last names S through Z.
Assistant Principal Nancy Hall, along with counselors Sarah Bonin, Todd Popard, Laura Weisbrick, will now present our graduates with last names L through R.
Assistant Principal Steve Drulow and counselors Laura Weisbrick and Lissa Oldry will now present our graduates with the last names S through Z.
Brett D. Lance,
Dalton J. Seba,
Jordan M. Lang,
Jacob D. Sable,
Dalton N. Langley,
Sumaya Syed Osman,
Michaela R. Lanigan,
Lena T. Sale,
Aiden L. Larson,
Kaheen O. Sala,
Brandon B. Larson,
Kiana F. Saltness,
Cole A. Larson,
Jamie J. Sather,
Emma P. Larson,
Jillian C. Salisbury,
Lorelei L. Larson,
Nika E. Savage,
Morgan L. Larson,
Lily H. Shervin,
Paige L. Larson,
Nathaniel A. Schilla,
Favor F. Lawal,
Joshua B. Schlangen,
Tung Tan Nyong Lee,
Jaden L. Schlegel,
Madison M. Lee,
Samuel O. Schmitz,
Dowder Lee,
Alexa N. Schneider,
Grace Lee,
Allison M. Schoenrock,
Mi Lai G. Lee,
Brianna L. Schoenrock,
Paige R. Lee,
Danielle K. Schoenrock,
Zaya Lee,
Cody J. Schuster,
Nimona A. Lagissa,
Tyler J. Schuster,
Logan J. Lassard,
Isabella M. Shuda,
Noah Lewicki,
Paige Schwab,
Reese A. Lind,
Easton D. Schwartz,
Brooke V. Lindgren,
Isabel M. Scully,
Taya W. Lockwood,
Aaron J. Sculthorpe,
Spencer R. Logan,
Jamelia Saeed,
Logan W.
Got it.
LaJudice,
Silas D. Seiler,
Isabella M. Loxterkamp,
Jacob T. Senapeta-Ratna,
Lillian T. Lund,
Samantha M. Sharon,
Britta J. Lundberg,
Joseph J. Sherrick,
Haley N. Lee,
John P. Shevchuk,
Alejandra Madala Sanchez,
Haley B. Sickman,
Sienna K. Malark,
Elizabeth R. Sigler,
Vincenzo T. Marchiafava,
Rose J. Silvano,
Bradley L. Marlowe,
Sydney A. Simi,
Tyler R. Marsh,
Haley M. Sinchi,
William Martinez Portillo,
Claudia M. Sinclair,
Ashley Mass,
Antavia C. Papasur,
Leah Masnio,
Jack Sky,
Carissa P. McBride,
Aaron R. Skaripsky,
Joshua F. McLaren,
Joseph P. Smith,
Evan C. McClure,
Nicholas R. Sneen,
Nadia J. McClure,
Nolan T. Snyder,
Connor McGinley Coleman,
Cara F. Sommerfeld,
Bryce M. McGovern,
Ramon W. Sotelo,
Shemaiah J. McIntosh,
Manuel Soto Martinez.
Matthew W. McIntyre.
Ellie J. Staffaker.
Nathan M. Met.
Maxwell P. Stepanek.
Mackenzie L. Mikolajczyk.
Kirsten P. Stika.
Jamin L. Mikrit.
Bryce G. Stone.
Sharissa P. Millar.
Allison M. Strand.
Mason C. Miller.
Katrina M. Streeter.
Jonathan A. Mills.
Lance Stewart.
Marielle M. Mills.
Haley R. Studer.
Elena A. Mingo.
Brooklyn R. Stufflick.
Chloe R. Moffitt.
Shay L. Swanson.
Hanad A. Mohammed.
Kansel T. Takadumra.
Mustafa M. Mohammed.
Dustin J. Tamblin.
Caitlin S. Moeller.
Fayez F. Tamim.
Zachariah L. Macombo.
Rachel E. Tarbell.
Sophia R. Moore.
Madison L. Terriquez.
Weston Morris.
Amaya Terry.
Luke Moravec.
Caitlin Tiru.
Matthew J. Moskalik.
Faith M. Thomas.
Grace A. Mua.
Grace L. Teden.
Jimmy K. Mua.
Diana V. Toledo Izquierdo.
Tadala T. Pesci.
Teresa Toledo Padilla.
Faizan Q. Mohammed.
Trayton J. Tolve.
Dylan S. Myres.
Lydia R. Tomandel.
Mayrick Mwakumbata.
Kyrie A. Townsend.
Anna V. Gwynn.
Katie M. Tran.
Emily Q. Gwynn.
Jack P. Travers.
Mimi Gwynn.
Alondra Treviso Vergara.
Guy Gwynn.
Gabriela J. Truman.
Peter T. Gwynn.
Gangla Tsering.
Hannah M. Nieder.
Daniel Urecki.
Isabella Natang.
Natalia C. Utley.
Alaya S. Norman.
Sophia C. Valaket.
Daniel F. Oboya.
Sophia C. Valaket.
Pepsi Ofebu.
Reed A. Vandewacker.
Connor A. Ogden.
Angelina P. Vang.
Corinne E. Olson.
Devaney P. Vang.
Emily R. Olson.
Ethan C. Vang.
John D. Olson.
Jackie K. Vang.
Lexi M. Olson.
Onyx S. Vang.
Samuel C. Olson.
Steve Y. Vang.
Samuel G. Olson.
Merritt J. Veth.
Stella Olson.
Kale S. Vetter.
Alyssa Olson Hernandez.
Demarcus A. Villa.
Ethan O. Olthoff.
Kristen Vo.
Jordan Orn.
Marissa J. Vogt.
Alexis A. Osweke.
Alicia M. Vold.
Rachel T. Oyeyemi.
Nico R. Vosberg. Not here.
Tegan A. Palmer.
Bailey M. Wagner.
Lucy A. Panko.
Dion Wagner.
Lindsay D. Panko.
Elena J. Walbridge.
Bowden B. Parent.
Emma R. Wald.
Christian J. Parent.
Donovan R. Walker.
Peyton B. Parent.
Maria Wallen.
Sarah M. Park.
Benjamin M. Walraff.
Valerie S. Parento.
Michaela A. Ward.
Mascom Pascar.
Delana R. Warner. Sorry, Delana R. Warner.
Richard A. Pollock.
Daisy J. Wowers.
Ella N. Panoye.
Miranda R. Wayne.
Tremaine K. Perry.
Caden J. Weaver.
Jordan R. Peterson.
Noah Welagi.
Jeffrey L. Peterson.
Lucas S. Wibben.
Nikki R. Peterson.
Cyrus G. Wick.
Alex Pham.
Jasper R. Weebush.
Hillary Pham.
Caleb M. Weezer.
Melissa L. Pham.
Logan A. Willardson.
Jake A. Phillips.
Daniel P. Wilson.
Allison M. Phillips.
Elise M. Wilson.
Kaylee M. Phillips.
Anna M. Winter.
Mackenzie A. Pearson.
Jasmine M. Weisner.
Roman A. Podolianchuk.
Jaden R. Whitner Olson.
Brendan W. Pomeroy.
Nathan J. Wambacher.
Jimena Pons Soma Sun Diaripie.
Wood. Tyler M. Wood.
Alexia M. Porter.
Quentin D. Wortley.
Claire E. Prue.
Nicole K. Wiley.
Samantha G. Prue.
Chelsea P. Yang.
Ronald M. Provost.
Churyang V. Yang.
Nada G. Kasim.
Kenlitha Yang.
Julia Ramchek.
Kyle C. Yang.
Hunter C. Rappaport.
Lily N. Yang.
Tobias J. Rappaport.
Mitchell Yang.
Killian S. Rosinski.
Natalie N. Yang.
Ayana K. Rathbun.
Touch T. Yang.
Jack D. Ryman.
Celia Yang.
Jennifer L. Riley.
Isabella M. Young.
Brett A. Ringer.
Matthew P. Young.
Ty A. Ringer.
Samantha J. Zeitler.
Lacey Robidoux.
Alexa L. Zelenak.
Tyler J. Rogers.
Hayden R. Zank.
Ethabel Romero Martinez. Kyler Q. Rung. Faizan Mohammed. Brett Ringer. Ty A. Ringer. Kyler Q. Rung. Aviana L. Ryan. I would like to introduce Jeff Fedor, who will be reading the names of our SEMS program's graduates.
Assistant Principal Susan Fleming, along with counselors Lissa Oldry and Allison Field, will now present the graduates from our SEMS program.
Tyler Rogers. Lacey Robidou.
Oscar Aho. Ethan J. Larson. Andrew D. Amore Lind. Tyler J. Larson. Justin M. Anderson. Carter R. Lease. Salia S. Anwar. Josiah W. Lem. Daniel L. Arntzen. Erica N. Levchenko. Alphonse O. Ayega. Samuel W. Lewis. Peter Baldus. Elizabeth Lawaji. Benjamin D. Barnett. Ibukuolawa O. Mafe. Austin Barnett. Oluwasheu D. Makinde. Hannah E. Belka. Aiden A. Manning. Janessa M. Bennett. Joseph J. Mathis. Natalie A. Bennett. Stephen T. Meyer. Allison L. Blake. Carter C. Moore. Alyssa C. Blake. Gavin D. Moretter. Austin J. Block. Connor A. Morrison. Jackson P. Brulard. Kate W. Mulherin. Simon D. Brown. Ayan A. Muse. Liam D. Browning. Samuel A. Muskie. Jonathan J. Bukovich. Brandon V. Wynn. Tom T. Bureau. Brennan S. O'Brien. Davin A. Byman. Iomide F. Olasanmi. Adeline L. Calloway. David D. Ossendorf. Robbie A. Carbajal. Annika E. Oss. Akash S. Chainsuk. Elfrida Z. Payne. Travis Sherman. Carson Z. Pender. Jackson P. Coffin. Kim T. Pham. Luke D. Combe. Noah R. Pabuda. Tayton A. Cullen. Samuel R. Polston. Brian Doe. Edward L. Postudensic. Dylan T. Doniger. Hayden W. Pothoff. Marina L. Dupre. Xavier J. Powers. Jeremiah J. Eidsvog. Elena C. K. Madeline R. Erickson. Wilson J. Raby. Ren M. Farrell. Daniel J. Rockowitz. Damian I. Flom. Jackson E. Reichow. Daniel L. Gettle. Calvin L. Risto. Kate J. Gunner. Dominic G. Romo. Olivia G. Gregory. Justin E. Rude. Jeffrey P. Grutzman. Adam A. Salama. Johann M. Gunther. Anders B. Scheibe. Brandon R. Hefferman. Kenneth A. Schieffer. Jacob D. Holgrimson. Alina G. Schillow. Annika Hendrickson. Carson D. Schmitz. Madison F. Herman. Cade W. Schultz. Tiana R. Hintz. Gabriella E. Shuda. Samuel J. Horita. Madison J. Schweik. Cameron J. Horst. Annika L. Snyder. Amy L. Hoskins. Isaac R. Sorvery. Rita K. Poti. John E. St. Ledger. Andrew J. Quinn. Grace M. Staffaker. Benjamin R. Johnson. Quinn J. Steinworth. Blake M. Johnson. Cooper S. Susick. Sarah A. Johnson. Peter J. Trace. Alexandra E. Julkowski. Devin Q. Trushan. Lauren E. Kasulker. Michaela L. Bacco. Melvin M. Kita. Brendan M. Van Grinsven. Austin M. Keller. Maxwell M. Vo. Nathan S. Killian. Maya J. Vogel. Daniel J. Kimball. Tanner J. Vogel. Gemma M. Koenigs. Tyler W. Vogel. Hannah A. Kotila. Jason A. Wire. Zachary M. Kotke. Emma A. Wilson. Chris D. Korsch. Amelia M. Yang. Kaya Yang. Olivia A. Yeski. Derek J. Zaraka. Abdurrahman Zeen. At this time, I would like to introduce Jason Paskey for the closing.
We thank all those with us today and those who are unable to join us, but share great love and support for this class. You have made a significant impact on the lives of this next generation, and we continue to have an opportunity to guide each of them on their next endeavors. Thank you all of our graduates whom we celebrate. Graduates, thank you for being a Bengal. I present to you the class of 2021. Now, hold on. As a class, let's stand one time, enjoy our school song, and with a cap toss at the end.